Hey, what's up, everyone? Josh REI here. I just wanted to give a quick little shout out, make a little review video of kind of what I thought about Eddie Speed's Note School. So I met Eddie rather out in San Diego about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I went to Ken Clothier's event out there, the Find and Flip Summit. Very interesting stuff out there. It was very well put together. I did feel there was a few things out there that I didn't like, and I'll actually make a video and review the Find and Flip Summit and kind of what I thought about all that in another video. So today we're wanting to talk about Eddie Speed's Note School. Now, for Eddie Speed's Note School, if you guys don't know who Eddie Speed is, I would really recommend kind of looking into what Note School really is before you go and jump in that room, because it will make your head spin if you do not know what it is. So Eddie kind of went out there to San Diego and said, hey, to all the wholesalers out there, because it was a wholesalers kind of thing. I mean, it was for like real estate agents, wholesalers, everyone involved in kind of flipping houses, REI, real estate kind of stuff. So all these different investors, but mostly they were saying, wholesaling's the way to go. Do not flip because of the big market crash coming in. They were doing all this stuff. So Eddie kind of got up there and said, now look, guys, listen, if I could tell you how to make all your deals, like, if it takes us 20 deals to look at and then actually get one of them, and I think that was what Ken was saying, that like for every 20 callback contracts that we can kind of drum up, what can we expect to actually get one under contract and close a deal? So your conversion rate is usually, they were saying 20 to 1. So for every 20 deals you look at, you will get one accepted, and you will, be able to do one of those actual deals. So your conversion rate is rather low, and that's why direct mail is very expensive, because, just in order to get those 20 calls, you're going to have $500-600 minimum and that's in a small town like mine. When you're talking, I just ran a campaign, direct mail campaign in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I literally got one appointment. And we mailed to like thousands of people. So, and we had a good performing piece of mail that we've been using all the time and had a great percentage rate. And so really, realistically, he was saying, what if I could show you wholesalers how to get, a 2 for the 20 or 3 for the 20? What about 4? What about 5? So, of course, everyone's like, yeah, man, this sounds awesome. So he's like, I know 52 ways to buy on terms, and I'll bet you buy a best pair of Texas cowboy boots. And that's kind of how he talks. And he's a true cowboy. So he literally said all this stuff. So he got all this hype up with us. We were all expecting that's what the class is about. Well, that is not what the class is about at all. Am I mad because of that? No, absolutely not. Do I think that he kind of tricked me into going? Yes, I do. I think I was completely tricked on giving him the money to go do that class, and I do not regret it one bit. I do not regret it one bit. I will say this. He mentioned that on day 3. He said, guys, listen, you wholesalers, I went out there. You all thought you were here for this reason right here. And you're actually here because we're going to teach you how to trade notes in Note School. And it's like, yeah, he totally tricked us. But I will tell you something right now. If you are interested in real estate, if you are interested in flipping, I don't care if you're a flipper. I don't care if you're, if you're Brian, like if you're just like the one and done guy, get into note trading. It does not matter to me what your background is. You need to at least acknowledge what note trading is. If you're not going to make note trading a real a day-to-day thing, that's fine. I don't think it's for everyone. I don't even know if it's for me. What I'm saying is this: what they can do, like to a self-directed IRA, you can literally be setting yourself up. And guys, I'm not a spring chicken, but I'm certainly not super old. I'm only 29 years old. This guy's got me more pumped up than for retirement than I've ever been pumped up in my entire life. I've never really cared about that. I always thought, I have like 100 rentals and I'm going to cash out. It's not a big deal. But this has got me so excited about planting these seeds and, kind of growing my, self-directed IRA through a trust company. and I kind of get to manage exactly how I want this, to go. And I could really drastically accelerate this with notes. Okay. And if you guys don't know what a note is, I'm not explaining that. It's literally a loan, a mortgage. Okay. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube about that. I literally just wanted to say that Eddie Speed's class was 100% worth it to me. Did I think that it could have been put together a little bit better understanding? Yeah, I did think that whenever I was, at the first couple of days, whenever he was answering questions, I think that Eddie is literally just so smart and so really good at what he does that he's still trying to figure out this whole how to answer questions. He kind of comes off as, like to me anyways, and I shook his hand. I told him, thank you. I am not saying anything bad about this man. I think he's a brilliant genius. And honestly, I think he's a bigger baller than Kent Clothier and Sean Terry and all these people that I've done, videos with. And I've even done a little video with Sean Terry, like a case study with him about me in West Virginia, where I'm from. So that dude's a baller. He's awesome. I'm not talking down on Sean Terry. I'm not talking down on Kent Clothier, but I'm going to tell you what, this guy right here can look at the deals that Sean Terry and Kent Clothier throw away, and he's making a deal. Like, you and I will throw a deal in the trash. Eddie will come grab our trash can, and he will do all kinds of deals and make more money than we did on the deals that we actually kept. This is how much of a baller and a rock star this guy really is. Now, the course that you are not going to get there and get all the info. I thought I was, okay? So you only get this snippet of access, okay? And then he's going to sell you another course. Now, I chose not to do that right now because I did get in at some level. And I've been traveling. I've been all over this thinking place. I just got back from San Diego, and now I'm over here. And I got literally just like someone turned on a water hydrant, and I've literally about choked myself. So I need to kind of step back, regurgitate some information, and formulate a business plan because I have all kinds of new tools on my belt, and I just don't know exactly what that means for me. Now, that being said, do I think it's worth it? Do I think it's worth $20,000? Let me tell you something. If I had just an extra capital of $20,000 that I didn't already kind of have a deal going through on, because guys, I'm not a rock star yet. I'm not a baller yet. I've done a lot of deals. I have some capital, but $20,000 in a place where I live, that's I can make that, really climb up to a nice chunk of change real quick. Like, I can do a lot with $20,000. You would be surprised if you're not already doing it yourself. If you're, some of you will not, some of you understand what that is, and some of you are like, 20,000, I can't do anything in my state. Well, you must live in California, because where I'm from, I can buy a house or two or three. I can flip them, and I can make 150 grand. Okay, so listen here. So do I think it's worth it? Do I think that Eddie Speed's $20,000 introductory level course is worth it? And you can get to 30, you can go to $40,000 over 4 years, that kind of thing. And for like the titanium levels, and he has different levels, which he'll give you different amounts of, like information on what he's actually willing. So it's like kind of like a tier thing. So if you get in at 20,000, you're going to see this much information. If you get in at 30,000, you'll see this much information. If you get in at $40,000, you're going to see this much information. So, and he offers some other platforms and stuff that kind of the titanium level will actually help you, get in. Do I think it's worth it for the school? I think everything on there in the school, I honest to God think that anything that he's going to teach you is out there already. I think anything out there right now you could find on Bigger Pockets, you could find on YouTube, you could read in all these different, books. There's 1,000 gurus out there trying to sell you something every single day. And what I will tell you, what I think, and I don't know because I'm not in the course, but I will be. I will go ahead and out on a limb and say that yes, I'm getting ready to drop a lot of coin, and I'm going to be part of this course, because it's not the course that I'm actually the most impressed with. What I think the most value to Note School is going to be the network. I mean, seriously, think about this. You guys have trouble finding private money. What's the one thing that all of us struggle with in our business as real estate investors? And that's private money, right? So just imagine you got all these guys that literally all they do is literally trade notes. They're not talking comps. They're not talking, walking the property. They're not talking inspections and appraisals and the banks and all this other. They're literally looking at a piece of paper and saying, I can make a hell of a lot of money on this piece of paper. And they're saying, or I could take someone's money and I could invest on this piece of paper and I can make a chunk while I'm brokering the deal. So there is a lot of money in notes, and Eddie Speed knows it. And he is literally, why he's doing this. If any of you are asking, well, why would, if he makes so much money, as the guru question of the century, right? If he makes so much money, why would he be selling a course? Like, why is he worried about a measly $20,000 if he's such a rock star, right? Listen, the man's a damn genius. Okay, literally, he is quite literally building himself an army. He's got someone to buy his notes and sell notes to. I'm going to buy his notes. Like, he sold me the class. I paid him to go in there. I paid him to teach me to pay him again. And I'm comfortable with that. I think he is, I really do think that was a genius move. He's literally raising an army of next generation to where he can kind of run the show and we can all benefit off of it. And I can see that's what it is. And if you guys disagree with me, if you think that something, that I'm saying, I'm completely wrong. Listen, this is an opinion. I'm not claiming to be a rock star. I'm not claiming that this is the right answer. I'm just saying overall, kudos, Eddie. Thank you so much for a hugely informational and just blew my mind weekend. Thank you so much. It was worth every penny of my investment, right? And I would recommend that to anybody that really has an interest in taking their real estate game to the next level. If you just love walking properties and you love the headaches that come with real estate investing, and I truly do myself, then stick to that. No one's telling you have to do notes. What I'm telling you is if you want your mind blown on what's actually going on behind the scenes when you're selling these seller finance deals, on who the real players are, go to Note School. It's $1,000, dudes. And it's like $500 a ticket because I got to bring a friend. So I got to bring my business partner. So literally for $500, I mean, who hasn't wasted $500 on some kind of course already, right? I've been through all kinds of courses and at a larger, price tag. So that was just a quick little snippet of what I thought about Eddie's school. I think he is probably a lot better than he was 10 years ago at this as far as the training itself. He's got an awesome team. I straight up asked the guy, Ben, one of his sales guys, look, man, listen, they sat us down. We're going to talk about your why. We're really concerned with your why. I thought, yeah, right. You're concerned with why I want to do this, or are you going to sell me something? And I asked Ben, I said, man, are you really concerned with my why? Or at the end of this meeting, are you going to be like, no, we got this level here. We can sell you this and that and whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to say something. But care about your why, because I'm telling you, I don't really care if you get in it or not. And sure, some of you out there are going, yeah, he said that, but he knows you're going to get in. You better believe I'm going to get in because I can see the money in it. I can see the money in the network. Listen, folks, like real quick, you don't get to that level bumping elbows with people who are not at that level. Right? So you've heard it all before. If you want to be a doctor, bump elbows with a doctor. If you want to be a gas station attendant, bump elbows with them. Listen, I've been a gas station. I've been in that job. I've done that job. I've done those jobs. And you know what came out of it? Those jobs. And there's nothing wrong with those jobs. But I'm just telling you right now, think of how much you are increasing your chances of being a baller if you're hanging out with ballers, right? And you don't even have to like these people. Like I could give a crap less about literally any of that stuff. The Jets, when I was listening to Ed Milet talk, I don't care about jets, man. I don't ever want to have a jet. Like I live out in the country. I do not have super fancy, amazing, swimming pools like surrounding my property. That's not what I'm for. I'm in this for financial freedom, and what what that looks like for me might not be for you. So if you're in it for the Jets, you'll get it. It does not matter what your reasoning is. You don't have to like these guys. You don't. I mean, you do not have to be friends. What I'm telling you is this: it's worth it. Okay, and I'll get off my soapbox now, and I'll let you just make your own decision. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I try to give it to you as honest as I could. Do I think he could be a better teacher? Yeah, I do. Do I think that I wasted even a smidgen of a penny this weekend? No. I give him another $1,000 tomorrow as a thank you for what he taught me. He is absolutely worth it. Absolutely, 100%. So I hope right now that this can kind of shed some light, because I will give you the honest opinion. I'm going to make another one about Sean Terry. I went through his course. I'm going to make another one about Chris Chico, about his course. And I don't really give a damn if they see it or not. I mean, I like Sean Terry. I like Sean Terry. There's going to be things about his course I'm going to say that I did not like. And that's okay. I'm being honest. So you guys, I wanted to give kind of you see all these guys going, man, this didn't work for me, and this is just horrible, blah, 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 blah. Dude, it's because you suck. You know, if you went through Sean Terry's course and it did not work for you, you suck. Because he laid it out there, dude. I did it, and I did like 30 deals my first year. In a town with 30,000 people. You can see the little thing I did with Sean Terry right there on the website. Find and Flip Summit. I think he has it on Flip the Freedom Academy. There's a little video of us. It was super cool. Okay, so anyways, that's enough for now. I will get back with you guys on another video here shortly about I'm going to do a find and flip review, kind of a Kent Clothier, Ed Mylett, like what happened out there. Is it worth it? Do you want to be part of the boardroom? What that can do for you, the price tag, the do's for me, the don'ts for me, what I did not like about it, what I loved about it. Then I'm going to do another, like, we're kind of do like a little like introductory review series. I've been through a lot of courses. I've read a lot of books. I'm going to give you kind of a little rundown on what I think of all these. That way you guys could either spend the money or don't spend the money. And like I said, if I say don't do it, you know, that does not mean you shouldn't do it. That means it wasn't for me. I'm just giving you some insight, okay? So you guys make your own decisions on all this stuff. But what I wanted to do here today was kind of, I just came back fresh from PA yesterday. I went up there to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania yesterday, and I stayed up there and I had an awesome time. It was worth it. It expanded my mind. If that's not worth $1,000 to you, then I don't know what you're doing in your business. Peace.